All right. Good evening, everybody. I will call the 8th regular Common Council meeting to order for July 15th. Will the clerk state the quote of the evening?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The best way to predict the future is to create it.
Thank you. Will the clerk call the roll?
Alderperson Bellinger.
Here.
Alderperson Decker.
Here.
Alderperson Feldy.
Excused.
Alderperson Heidemann.
Excused.
Alderperson LaFave.
Here.
Alderperson Mitchell.
Here.
Alderperson Perella.
Here.
Alderperson Peterson.
Here.
Alderperson Ramey.
Here.
Alderperson Rust.
Present.
There are 8 present.
Thank you. If everyone could stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, Alder Decker, is there a motion to approve the minutes from our last meeting?
Thank you, Mayor. I move to approve the minutes from the 7th regular council meeting held on July 1st, 2024.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion on the minutes? Seeing none, all those in favor of approval of the minutes, state aye.
Aye.
Any objection? Minutes are approved. Next, item 4, appointments, city attorney.
The mayor hereby submits the following appointments for your confirmation. John Beaudry to be considered for appointment to the Mayor's International Committee, and Minami Beaudry to be considered for appointment to the Mayor's International Committee.
Thank you. Those will lay over. Next, confirmation of appointments, city attorney.
Pursuant to Section 2-447B of the Sheboygan Municipal Code relating to the Director of Public Works, the mayor and the city administrator hereby recommend that Travis Peterson be appointed as the Director of Public Works for the city of Sheboygan, effective July 8th, 2024.
Thank you. Alder Decker.
Thank you, Mayor. I move to confirm.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? Seeing none, this is a roll call vote.
Alder Decker.
Aye.
8 ayes.
All right, that is approved. Well, just want to congratulate Travis. He's at his first official Common Council meeting, so we're excited to have you. Thanks, Travis. All right, more appointments. City Attorney, item 6.
The mayor submits the following appointment for your confirmation. Fern Lummebaugh to be considered for appointment to the Sustainability Task Force.
Thank you. Alder Decker.
Thank you, Mayor. I move to confirm.
Moved and seconded. Discussion. Seeing none, this is a roll call vote.
Eight ayes.
That's approved. Item 7, Public Forum. City Clerk.
There is one person this evening, Dulcie Johnson.
All right, Ms. Johnson, if you could come up to the podium. If you could state your name, address, and the item you are referring to, and then the floor is yours for 5 minutes.
Dulcie Johnson, 1306 North 3rd Street, Sheboygan. Good evening. I was surprised when I learned that the city had purchased the county highway buildings from Aurora for $1.4 million. But I was astounded to learn of the plan to build a new fire station on the property. I am told that the roof at the 25th Street station leaks. I have a leak in the roof of my 85-year-old house, but I don't plan to tear down the house. I plan to fix the leak. I understand there are some additional issues that need repair or replacement at the station. As I remember, there were repair and replacement and maintenance issues with City Hall, and some felt the need to build a new City Hall. Instead, after many meetings and citizen input, we have a beautifully remodeled City Hall. Are the issues at the station greater than the issues at City Hall? Why hasn't there been an opportunity for citizen input? I was also told of the need for privacy for the female firefighters on the staff. Per the fire department secretary, the number of female firefighters is 1. Perhaps there is a way to accommodate that employee without tearing down the building. We must also consider the cost of tearing down the county highway buildings and the 25th Street station, and the cost of building a new station. Soon we're talking real money. We're talking many millions of dollars. Not to worry, the money tree, your constituents, will bear the cost with higher taxes. I don't know when the 25th Street station was built, and I don't know anything about what is planned for Station 2. But as you know, the Sheboygan Area School District is dealing with replacing 2 of the 3 middle schools. However, with citizen outcry and input, they have decided to remodel and add on to the current urban middle school, which is close to 100 years old, much older and larger than the 25th Street station. It should be possible to add a 1 or 2 story addition to the current station rather than tearing it down. Why has there been no public opportunity for citizens to weigh in on the plan to build a new station? Additionally, the council has approved $1.6 million for a new fire truck. According to my last information, the 5 stations average less than 1 fire structure per month per station. It seems that the department is ordering new trucks with regularity. Perhaps if the fire trucks stopped chasing the ambulances, there wouldn't be the need for so many new fire trucks. They're not getting worn out fighting structure fires. It seems that whatever the department wants, the fire department wants, they get. And when there is discussion of reorganizing the department, the answer is minutes count. But half of the firemen live outside the city and depend on volunteers to protect their property and families. Evidently, minutes don't count when you live outside the city. So we're talking many millions for the fire department. There is also talk of a new building at the marina, a 30-year-old building, and a new building in Fountain at Fountain Park. But at least the public is having input on these plans. I've been a taxpayer of Sheboygan since 1965, a small twig on the city's money tree, your constituents. The council needs to consider your constituents when making decisions. I'm sure the vast majority of your constituents have no idea of the plan to build a new fire station. There was lots of discussion before the new police station was built, and we've had meetings about the marina and Fountain Park. Again, why no public discussions on the fire station? Why? Why? Why not? I ask that you allow for citizen input on this issue and reconsider the plan to build a new fire station. Thank you.
Thank you, Dulcie. Anyone else? Mary?
No one else this evening.
All right. Just a couple announcements then on my end. So the fire department will be hosting its annual Citizens Fire Academy this fall. Participants will be given the opportunity to learn firsthand about the Sheboygan Fire Department operations, the curriculum, as well as a lot of hands-on training and experiences that go on in our fire department. So the program is 7 weeks, and the classes are from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. on Tuesdays, beginning September 3rd, ending October 15th as well. And the trainings for the program will be held at the fire department at Station 3. If you are interested, the applications are open up until Monday, July 22nd, until 8 a.m. There's still a few spots available, so if folks are interested in learning more about the fire department, please check out the fire department's website or the city's website to sign up. It's a great program. I've done myself, both the fire academy and the police academy, and definitely would encourage folks of the public, as well as city staff and other folks, to get involved. So have to be 16 years or older to participate. So Citizens Fire Academy, right, Chief? There we go. Also want to just give a shout out to our friends at Visit Sheboygan. Visit Sheboygan, which is one of our tourism agencies, is the tourism agency for the community, for contributing the new Sheboygan Malibu of the Midwest sign on the D-Land Beach Promenade. So if you walk along the beach, you probably saw the new signage down there as well. So encourage folks to go down there, take a picture with your family as well. So I want to thank Visit Sheboygan for donating that and working with our Parks Department on that as well. Just want to give a shout out to, again, the Mayor's International Committee for their work that they're doing for the first time in over 20 plus years. The city of Sheboygan will be hosting a delegation from our sister city in Japan, from Tsubame. So the delegation will be here from July 31st to August 6th as well. And the members from that delegation will be invited to the next Common Council meeting as well. So we're excited to rekindle and strengthen this relationship with our Japanese sister city. And obviously, it's summertime in Sheboygan, so there's always a lot going on. This coming Saturday, July 20th, Freak Toys, which is one of our great downtown businesses, will be hosting a rock and wrestling event in downtown Sheboygan between Center and Pennsylvania Avenue, with a lot of other local businesses in the downtown, as well as food trucks and entertainment that will be going on as well. So that'll be going from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. downtown, with a lot of unique entertainment options there. Also, Brat Days is gearing up really fast, August 1st through the 3rd, as well as the Coho Derby that same weekend. Coho Derby is coming back August 1st through the 3rd as well. And then following, leading up, and you probably hear much, much more about the P1 Midwest Powerboat Race Challenging event, August 9th through 10th in Sheboygan. So more information regarding the powerboat races can be found on P1 Powerboat's website. So those are just my highlights of what is going on in the community and what we're partnering with. So with that, we'll jump into our agenda here. Alder Decker, consent agenda items 10 through 19.
Thank you, Mayor. I move to receive and file all ROs, receive all RCs, and adopt all resolutions and ordinances.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion on any of the consent agenda items? Alder Prella.
Yes, there is just a comment on item 11. So there is a purchase for two Ford 250 and 3 SUVs. These are paid by federal money in their entirety. I just want to reiterate something that I already mentioned during the committee meeting, the Finance and Personnel Committee meeting, in which I want to encourage to think creatively, to look into purchasing EVs or hybrid vehicles. And I know there are obstacles there of different nature. However, I think that a shift in mentality is needed in order to look beyond the obstacles, which may be, like in this case, the state contract not having an EV or hybrid SUVs available and so on. So I just want to reiterate that, because I think it is time for us to take more bold actions, in my view. Thank you.
Thank you, Alder Prella. Any other discussion on any of the consent agenda items? All right, seeing no more cues, this will be a roll call vote.
Eight ayes.
All right, those items are approved. Next, reports of officers, item 20, RO number 342425 by the city administrator, submitting a communication addressing the background on the architect selection process for contracted design services for fire station number 3 and analysis for fire station number 2. Alder Decker.
Thank you, Mayor. I move to accept and file.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion on this item? All right, seeing none, this is a voice vote. All those in favor of accepting and filing, state aye.
Aye.
Any objections? That is approved. Next, items 21, that will lay over. Items 22 through 26 will be referred to their respective committees. Items 27 through 30 will be referred to their respective committees as well. Item 31, report of committee number 57-24-25 by the Licensing, Hearing, and Public Safety Committee, to whom was referred resolution number 41-24-25 by Alderpersons Rust and LaFave, authorizing professional services agreement between the City of Sheboygan and Wendell Architects PC for the architectural design and services related to the construction of Fire Station 2 and 3. Alder Rust.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I recommend accepting the RC and adopting the resolution.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion on this item? Alder Bellinger?
Thank you. First of all, I'd like to thank Dulcie for her comments. It's nice to hear a citizen concerned about an issue such as this. But what I would like to do is ask the fire chief to speak to this. It is something of this magnitude should receive some scrutiny and have some more detail provided and background behind it versus just having us, rubber stamp it and vote it through. So what I would like, Chief, is to, if you could just speak to why this is needed, why now, how will this benefit the citizens of Sheboygan, and how will this be funded?
Absolutely. Thank you for the question. So this has been an ongoing process for about 4 years now, and the need is quite simply that not only, as Ms. Johnson has stated, the roof's leaking. We have water leaks throughout the whole building. We have other issues besides just that. Our generator is an original generator to that building, and they no longer support that unit. We can't get parts. Public Works has done a phenomenal job of putting Band-Aids on it, but unfortunately, their recommendation is we cannot continue to operate using that generator. Other factors such as the tuck pointing, everything with the building. There was a study done 6 years ago, I believe, 5 years ago, right when before I started, that in order to remodel, it would have cost millions and millions of dollars to bring that station up to our current needs, which that space it's on the property doesn't meet those needs. We don't have, as Dulcie mentioned, gender-neutral bathrooms. We do have 2 females on the firefighting force, as well as our 2 administrative coordinators and assistant. So we have several females that still need to use those gender-neutral. We don't have any. Also, in our current state, the way the bathroom is, it's a common shower with 1 shower with 4 heads. In this time and age, we cannot use that bathroom anymore as it is. So I cannot have my crews shower all at once to get ready from back from a fire, get ready and put in service, because they have to go one at a time. So not only is the building outdated, which was built back in the 70s, we also are outgrowing that station, quite honestly. There is no foyer. We have no public area for them to, a waiting area. So anybody that comes and visits the station has to actually sit in the office space where our administrative coordinators and assistant are working, right at their workspace. So it's very awkward. It's not secure. That is being addressed with this study, or with this new building. How will it benefit the citizens of Sheboygan? Quite honestly, it will benefit, because they're going to have a state-of-the-art fire station that we don't have to continue to put Band-Aids on, and continue to try to make sure that we can open our doors when you don't have power. Also, we have the equipment that we have, we're parking vehicles outside. As Ms. Johnson alluded to, these vehicles cost several hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars, so we need to take care of them. We don't want to park our vehicles outside or leave them outside in inclement weather. They have to be ready to respond. We have a lot of equipment on there. So not only are we outgrowing the space, another factor is we just don't have the training facility. Right now, I have a room that's no larger than our conference room 305 here, where our personnel can train. It's got removable walls, or maze walls that we call them, adjustable, and it's no bigger than that room. And when you're in your full turnout gear, pulling hose, it's just not adequate for training. Unfortunately, we cannot go to LTC. In order for me to send crews to LTC, I have to hire back overtime to send the crews that are on duty to go up there to train. I can't just send one crew, I have to send two. If I don't hire back overtime, I have to take them out of service, which is not the best for anybody. Not only that, I still have to pay to use the LTC facility out there. So it's not conducive or fiscally responsible for us to send it out, send crews out there. So this will be a state-of-the-art training facility. It will have an EOC, which currently we do not have in the city. And what the EOC is, an emergency operations center. We are thankful that we can use the council chambers here, but it is not set up, nor is it adequate to be our emergency operations center for the city. So part of this build with Station 3 will be adding that emergency operations center as well. We don't have a training room that is large enough for us to host classes. And we are trying to host classes, which for the state, you're required basically to have an area that you can host about 50 students. Not every class has that, but that's the measure. We don't have that. Our current training facility is not adequate. The biggest issue is our station right now is not ADA compliant. We have no elevator, we have stairs, therefore we can't even use the training room on the second floor for public meetings or public classes that we teach in theory because we have no elevator. So there's many other items such as that we just can't address in that station. We've outgrown it. We have no facility for training. We're going to have a larger training room, an emergency operations center. It will be state-of-the-art. It is what this city, it's long overdue. If we continue to put Band-Aids in the station, I don't want to waste the taxpayers' money, and that's what we're doing, unfortunately, because it's not fixing the issue. So I hope that answered your question, Alder Bellinger.
The funding portion?
Hang on, City Administrator?
Funding, yeah.
Hold on, we're gonna have the City Administrator jump in here quick.
Yeah, two things that Fire Chief also missed in there. And you'll see in the report, we had DPW present in the selection process and the police departments present in the selection process. Because also as a part of the training facility, we will have police department will have a training component as well as DPW. For DPW, it would be confined space training so that we don't have to keep sending staff out to other communities to get normal training that they should be getting here, and that reduces our operating costs for doing that.
Follow up, Alder Bellinger?
The funding? How is this going to be funded?
Finance Director?
Hello. So this actually started in the 23 to 27 CIP program or capital improvements program. In 2023, $2 million was set aside utilizing both some debt and fund balance in order to buy the land and also do some preliminary planning. So in 2024 to 2028's capital improvement plan, there was $6 million set aside for this project. Again, some of it was debt funding and some of it was utilizing fund balance within the capital plan. So there is an additional $6 million currently in the plan for 2025. But of course, those numbers were preliminary and will be adjusted based on what the engineering costs and everything comes in as we move forward with this project. So it is a mixture of debt and fund balance for funding.
Thank you for that. I would just like to conclude and say, I have been, during my previous tenure on the council, have been very vocal and critical of the fire department. In my opinion, the chiefs, there were two of them back at that time, were less than forthcoming. And, you know, and so I had issues with the fire department. When I was newly elected this term, the current fire chief reached out to me, wanted to have me meet with him, have a tour. And I spent a couple hours with them that afternoon, and there was some frank discussion. And, you know, I raised some of the same questions that Dulce raised, but I did see firsthand the current state of the building and the issues that they're being confronted with. So I'm going to support this, and I appreciate the openness and the invitation to tour and your candor during our conversation. So thank you, Chief.
Thank you, Alder Bellinger. Any other comments? All right, seeing. Yeah, City Administrator.
Just one clarification, so everybody's kind of on the same page. All we're doing here is approving the architect's contract. I'm sure everyone has read through and through these documents. But in the documents, we actually have it written that at every stage of this process, it will come back. So we're going to do schematic design. So part of the conversation is, why haven't we taken anything to the public? We don't have anything designed. That'll be the first step. So we'll have a schematic design. Obviously, we're not going to share the plans with the public, but they can see the renderings, what the exterior looks like, some of the bubble diagrams, things like that. So that'll be schematic design. We'll come back. Nothing will proceed past that without council's approval. At that point, we'll have a preliminary budget number. So that'll be kind of what we think it's going to cost going into the next stage. So at that next stage, then we're going to get into more of the design development phase. So that'll be more detailed, more refined, a better cost estimate that'll be more realistic. And then if you guys approve that, then we'll move into the final stage, which would be construction documents. So there'll be 3 more steps in the approval process here. I know we've had multiple votes, we've had multiple discussions about kind of the hypothetical fire station being addressed, and obviously Station 2 being addressed as well. But nothing will be final, nothing will be moving forward without these other successive votes taking place. So there's a number of steps before we get to the actual bidding out of this project.
Thank you.
Yes.
Alder Perla.
Yeah, I just also want to just clarify, just for the public's sake, that besides my colleagues Bellinger and Peterson and LaFave, this common council has, or the previous common council has gone through the same conversation and the same discussions, and Chief Montellano was kind enough to go through the exact same matters that he explained again today, and also most of us, if not all of us, have visited the fire station. So I'm just saying that just for the public's sake to know that we had many questions and we went through this discussion. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Other comments? All right, seeing no more cues, this is a roll call vote.
Eight ayes.
That is approved. Next, item 32, RC number 602425 by Public Works Committee, to whom was referred resolution number 342425 by Alderpersons Decker and Ramey, confirming that the Common Council approves the proposed pool expansion at Camp Evergreen on city-owned property. Alder Decker.
Thank you, Mayor. I move to receive the RC and adopt the resolution.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Questions on this item?
Just make a quick comment.
Yeah, Alder Decker.
I just want to bring my admiration to this kiddies camp for this addition. I think this is a great addition for our community. This is for special needs kids. As someone who works around special needs kids quite a bit throughout the year, I know how important swimming is to them, and the fact that this is going to be like an all year round facility is a great thing.
Thank you, Alder Decker, for those comments. Anyone else? Alder LaFave.
Yeah, I just want to say that my older brother Gary used to go to kiddies camp when he was younger. That's a historic place that is just, it's just a beautiful, wonderful, contributing part of our community. People with special needs love that place, and it's something we should, as a city, completely, every last one of us should support.
Thank you for those comments. Anyone else? Seeing none, this will be a roll call vote.
Eight ayes.
That's approved. Items 33 and 35 will again be referred to committees. Matters laid over. Item 36, recognizing Cleveland Park Neighborhood Association. Oh, we're voting on this one tonight. Resolution at number 352425 by Alders Ramey and LaFave, officially recognizing the Cleveland Park Neighborhood Association. Alder Ramey.
I move to adopt the resolution.
Second. Moved and seconded. Any discussion on this item? All Right, it's always good that we're approving and working with our neighborhood associations as they grow as well, so keep trucking away. So seeing no more cues, this will be a roll call vote.
8 ayes.
That is approved. Next, item 37, other matters authorized by law, city attorney.
There's just one, the submitting a license application by the city clerk.
All right, that's going to be sent to the licensing hearings and public safety committee. Alder Decker, we've exhausted the agenda.
Thank you, Mayor. I move to adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor of adjourning, state aye. Aye. All right, 6:30, we're done.